I haven't been to my Airbnb in nearly a month, but I'm here now and we have a lot on the agenda and I'm taking you with me today, so let's get to it. I just did a quick walkthrough to see how they left it, and they left some snackies behind. At least I'm assuming it was these guests. It could have been the prior guests. I believe they also left this olive oil. I'm gonna be putting away some of the stuff that I've been thrifting for the Airbnb. Show you some of the stuff that I've gotten. Salad spinner, some more rocks glasses. I also have this steamer that I didn't thrift, but my brother and sister-in-law didn't want it anymore. And I already have one at home, so I figured maybe Airbnb guests might wanna use it during their stay. Let me just swap the laundry over while I'm at it here. It does also bug me that the washer and dryer don't match anymore because we had to replace our washing machine, and I didn't want to replace the dryer to match because this still works perfectly fine, but I'm trying to tell myself it's not that big of a deal. These next things I have are just some more books and a game. I just put them away. So these are some of the games and books I have. And then in here, I just have beach toys that these were actually left from a previous guest. I also do want to get some puzzles to put here. I always keep forgetting to grab those. I also got these two doggy bowls for $1 each, which I just don't really know where to put these. I'm just gonna stick them in this random cabinet for now, but I would really like to have some sort of little station with like poop bags and stuff, because that's becoming a little bit of an issue as guests not picking up after their dogs. So I'm thinking maybe right here. I don't know. I also got these two big glass mixing bowls. I do already have mixing bowls here, but they're on the small side and I don't know what happened to the big one that used to be here. That's much better. I also got these bins from the thrift store because one of my goals ideally is to organize the garage situation. I just want it to be really easy to see when I'm running low on supplies. Right now, this just really stresses me out, but I keep putting it off because it's like not a high priority. Next up, I want to wash these shower curtains and check that the liners aren't getting mildewy or anything like that. Looks good. I might as well throw the hamper liners in at the same time. And I'm washing the oven mitts, which are already in here. Next up, I'm gonna hang up these signs that I made. One is about the hot water when it comes to the big bathtub upstairs. If you know, you know. Number two, we used to ask guests to put the trash bins out on the curb, but now we've hired our neighbor's son to do it. So I'm gonna cut these out and hang them up. Perfect. I hate to be this host that has a sign for everything, but that's what it's turning into. All day I've been waiting for two different technicians to come. We have our quarterly pest control scheduled for today, and our HVAC unit needs $900 worth of work. So I've kind of been stalling doing certain things today because I thought that they were supposed to be coming. Called both of them. The pest control was just running late, and the HVAC thing is scheduled for tomorrow. And I'm like, I swear I scheduled it for today. Anyway, now that's tomorrow. These guests left it very, very clean considering they stayed for so long, but it definitely just needs a deep clean in here. I know you guys see me clean a lot, but my Airbnbs are not perfectly clean. You know, I'm sure there's things that I forget and that I miss. So I do try to stay on top of extra stuff when I can. I've been testing out different non-toxic and low toxic cleaning options, and I don't really like this one. I'm not gonna lie, but I wanna use it up so I don't waste it. It's just very, very, very lemony. It's like overpowering the smell. So I wouldn't repurchase this one. When it comes to the whole low toxic, non-toxic stuff swaps I've been making, if you've seen me talk about that, I want to use up what I have for the most part first, but I'm not trying to go crazy with it, you know? But I do want to make some mindful swaps if it doesn't really impact me, and it does just as good of a job. Since I don't actually have any guests checking in today, and because it's been nearly a month since I've cleaned here, I'm doing a lot of extra deep cleaning things that I definitely don't do every single time I clean, including getting behind this bed. I probably do this once a month, give or take. And you would be really surprised at how quickly it gets dirty and disgusting, especially if you are a pet-friendly Airbnb. My mop does a good job of hitting the baseboards until you get to the corners like this. And then I find I usually actually have to do that myself. Hello, it's actually the next day. So yesterday, I don't remember where I ended up leaving things off, but I was just deep cleaning the upstairs all day until about 5 o'clock because I was waiting for the HVAC people to come, but they ended up coming this morning. So he's already come and gone. And now what I have left to do is to continue deep cleaning, and now I have to do the downstairs. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it but 2 things I have on my like maybe to-do list, depending on how long the deep cleaning stuff takes, is touching up some paint around like the baseboards and the trim and stuff, and organizing our garage shelves. But we'll see. The guest that checked out, who I was cleaning after, left us a 5-star review, which I'm like, thank goodness. I feel like I really needed that, some reassurance. And they had a great stay. So I'm like, oh, thank God. The guest who checks in here tomorrow has actually stayed with us before, but at our other Airbnb. So I'm hoping that is another good stay. We have been getting more and more and more repeat bookings with guests that have already stayed at one of our 2 places before, which is amazing, but it's also definitely making me realize we do probably need to make a direct booking website so we stop paying so many fees to Airbnb and Vrbo with guests that we know have already been awesome in the past. So that's something I also want to work on this year. Anyway, let's get into today. This is the last room that I need to clean/deep clean. I've done everything else upstairs. I don't know if you can see, but the floors are really dirty from the previous guest. So I'm gonna clean this and I'll see you in a bit. When I need to deep clean the tub, or if a guest used it and it just needs to be scrubbed, it depends on how bad it is, if I use Barkeeper's Friend or just some Dawn dish soap. And I have this specific scrubber I only use in the tubs and showers. And then I always keep this little like bucket thing to be able to dump water around it. There's also a few scuff marks, so I'm just gonna use my magic eraser to get those out because it didn't come out with the scrubbing. Something that has also been saving me a lot of money recently is using more reusable cleaning cloths and less paper towels. I still use paper towels for things like toilets, but I find if I just have a ton of the reusable ones, then it's less annoying than trying to use like one the whole clean and swishing a bunch of hairs around. Paper towels are so expensive. We just bought some more for here from Sam's Club and I was shocked. The HVAC work that we had done today was $900, but that's exactly why I never pay myself from the Airbnb profits. We keep it all in this house's bank account so that the house can pay for all the maintenance and things that come up with it. Next thing I'm gonna do is run a dishwasher cleaner and disposal cleaner because the disposal is definitely smelling a bit stinky. I feel like that isn't really doing much. But I wonder if the other reason it's kind of stinky is from the dishwasher. So I'm gonna clean out this filter. Ew, disgusting. It's actually not that bad. I probably should have done this before I did the garbage disposal cleaner, but you live and you learn. Now the dishwasher cleaner. Another deep cleaning thing I do, but I do this more frequently, probably once every 2 weeks, is because we're pet friendly, dog hair likes to collect on these felt pads on the underside of the chairs. So I just take my giant lint roller. In this case, I took a refill, so it's not on that giant wand trying to like maneuver here. And I just roll it on like that. It's actually disgusting. Like, ew. A lot of the things I do deep cleaning wise are because of past mistakes or comments that guests have made. So I never really thought to do this until one time a guest commented on how dirty the underside of the chair pads were. Allowing pets at the Airbnbs is definitely way more work. And it's not always things that happen every booking, but it's little things like that that you need to stay on top of deep cleaning wise that probably wouldn't happen if we didn't allow dogs. However, if I didn't clean myself most of the time, I don't know that I would keep our Airbnbs being pet friendly. I just don't know if a cleaner would do as good of a job as needs to be done. I just really haven't had good experience hiring cleaners. However, I really think that being pet friendly has gotten us so many more bookings. Most of our bookings do involve pets, so I worry how that would affect our booking number if we ever were not pet friendly. I'm gonna be honest, I don't put the chairs up every single clean when I vacuum and mop the floors. Like if a guest only stays for a couple of nights and it's not dirty, I'll just vacuum and mop around them or like move them out of the way. Another thing that I do that I am sure not every cleaner or host does is I clean the floors, vacuuming and mopping the entire house, even if a guest only stayed for one night. And I know that's probably like so obvious, but I would bet money that that does not always happen. But since there is a lot of dog hair everywhere, I am gonna be picking up a lot of stuff off the floor to get everything as clean as possible. I was just vacuuming under the couch and found some like dog and baby toys. It's currently 2:30 and I definitely did not think I would still be here cleaning. But it feels really good to be productive and knowing that like it's as clean as possible for the next guest checking in tomorrow. Which, by the way, they did actually message me a few times. The first time asking if we have a hairdryer here, which we do. I want to get a second one though from the thrift store or whenever I'm out and about for the second bathroom. And they asked if we have a crock pot, which we do not have, but maybe that would be another like good thrifting item. All right, I don't know if you can see that, but it's 3:40 now. I'm finally done cleaning. I have other stuff to do today, so I'm gonna get going. Another thing I like to do before I leave is make sure that I leave the outdoor light on, just in case guests are arriving late at night. I want them to be able to see walking up to the door. I didn't end up painting any of the trim stuff that I had planned to, but I'm gonna leave this here so next time that I come, it's a reminder. I always lock the garage from the inside so guests can't access it. I've also been meaning to throw out this broken boogie board that a guest left. There's never been any room in the trash, but today there is. And once again, organizing the garage shelves remains a project for another day, but maybe I'll come and do it tomorrow before the guests check in. We'll see. I don't know if I'm gonna end the video here or not. I feel like this has been really boring. I'm sorry. So maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe I won't. If I don't, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.